go. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back. It is Thursday and the Detox Diva Day, and we are so excited to bring this to you. As most of you know, kids are a huge passion of mine, and so keeping them healthy and safe is high on my list. So tonight we are going to talk about your natural back to school game plan where fewer sick days means better focus. And we meet here every Thursday at coffeetalkwithtina.com at 7 p.m. So I did a little fun twist on our slides tonight. The slides are not showing. Okay, let's see. Why is that? There, is that better? All right.
Yes.
That's better.
Yes, we got it.
Okay, great. All right. So because we're talking kids, I took us all the way back to school, and we have the best principal ever and the best vice principal ever in our CEO and vice president, the Scarcellas. Paula is truly, absolutely one of the most amazing, heart-centered, people that I have come across. She is a brilliant businesswoman, but she also leads with heart and passion for not only purity, but people. Everything is always about making an impact on others. And so I'm super excited to be able to partner with the Scarcellas and our amazing formulator. There she goes. I reused an old slide, and so everything's kind of not in my normal order. But Alexandra Brighton is our amazing formulator. She's got over 30 years of experience in the aromatherapy, herbal, natural remedy world. Her 300 plus essential oils, herbs, grasses, minerals, pH balanced nutritional and personal care still room formulations are highly sought after worldwide and are available exclusively within the Green Organics family. We're very, very blessed to have her. She is the final word on sourcing pure plant material from artisan distillers and farmers worldwide. So if it is not good enough for Alexandra, it is definitely not good for us and our people. So we have very high standards of quality. Green Organics and Alexandra Brighton are dedicated to sourcing only the best essential oils and plant matter from organic and wildcrafted artisan style farms that span the globe. And Alexandra is so dedicated to purity of the plants and potency that she'll wake up in the middle of the night during harvest time just to check the weather to see if it will be a good harvest or not. So she's very hands-on. She loves what she does. I'm told she sleeps with her books sometimes. Before we go any farther, we do want to make sure that it is your sole responsibility to manage your health and learn what you can about natural alternatives for your own personal healing journey. The statements made on this call tonight, Heart and Body Naturals, Go to Sauna or Green Organics literature or presentations has not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. They just don't do that with organic supplements. And I don't know if we'd want them messing in it, would we? These products are not intended to diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any diseases. The information on our training calls, websites, literature, and presentations is not intended as medical advice. It is not intended to replace the relationship you have with your own primary healthcare provider. Do your due diligence, you guys. Any decisions you make about your food or supplement choices should come from a place of knowledge. And that's what we're here tonight to give you. We're here to give you that starting point for your own healing journey if you're new to it, or to reinforce why you're here and sharing products with others. So my name is Tina. My mission isn't about selling quick fixes. It is about real transformation, lasting change, and the mindset shift that makes it all possible, because it's all intertwined. It's a tagline from our flagship products, Mind, Body, and Soul. We like to treat the entire body, mind, and soul with the products that we get to use, share, and help people that we care about. So, want to get healthy with us? Let's dive in. So, why back to school is a hotbed for illness? Now, I was an in home daycare provider for over 16 years, and I can attest to the fact that the first month, 2 months, actually, up until we get a hard freeze, there are illnesses that get transferred from classmates to teachers, teachers to students, students to parents, students to the kids to the grandparents into the daycare setting. And it just spreads like wildfire after about 2 weeks. You're going to start seeing those illnesses come. Now, here's why. So you have these little social circles that have this herd immunity. Everyone is exposed to each other's germs. They build up a tolerance to it. But then when you take all of those kids and you put them into a larger environment where those own nucleuses of families and playgroups and daycares have all been together, some of those germs are newer to some of those people, some of those other students in the class. And so if they're not used to that virus, that cold, that flu, whatever's getting passed around, their immune system has not developed a resistance to it. And so kids get sick. So elementary aged children average 6 to 8 colds per year, most of them starting the first 60 days of school. Absenteeism spikes by 30% in the first 3 weeks of school, especially in pre-K through third grade. They're not really the best about washing their hands at that age, are they? And a 2023 Harvard study showed that parents lose 2.5 days of PTO on average within the first month of school starting. And missed school day equals reduced retention. The first 4 to 6 weeks of school are absolutely foundational for the entire year. So missing any time, especially 2 to 3 days of school, those first couple weeks, could be really detrimental to the children's learning skills and ability to keep up with the rest of the class. Missing even 3 to 4 days early is linked to lower reading and math scores even. So we need to make sure that we're sending our kids to school with this strong immune system. And it's starting like as soon as your order gets there, when you order it tonight after the call. So this is not just inconvenient. It's so disruptive to your children's learning, your schedule, and your own peace of mind. But passing the germs, it doesn't stop in the classroom. So when a child gets sick at school, it doesn't stay there. And it's shared supplies, lunch tables, playground equipment, those high contact exposure places, hugs, sneezes, unwashed hands. There we go, right there. That's a fast transmission to siblings and parents. After school activities and sports, spreading it to other families, weekend visits with the grandparents, exposing the most vulnerable. And then did you know that children can spread viruses before they even show symptoms? I'm told that it takes 3 days to get a cold, 3 days to have it, and 3 days to get rid of it. So in that first 3 days of being carrying that, you are passing those germs around. And parents, prevention starts at home. We've got to start teaching those healthy hygiene habits, support their immune system daily, and make wellness a whole family routine. And the real cost of sick days for parents. This could be really dramatic for a family's finances. This is another reason. So this kid is, I think, $69, but look at this. 57% of working parents missed work when a child is ill. 3 full work days missed per illness on an average, because if the kid is getting sick, who's going to get sick next? Right? The parent's going to get sick. So then we're adding to that. And that's an average of $300 to $500 in lost incomes for family without paid leave per episode. And if PTO is used for sick days, what are you going to use for family vacation, mental health day, that week between Christmas and New Year's that nobody ever likes to work? And parental stress rises, income drops, and kids may return to school without fully recovering because the parents are forced to go back to work, which then takes it into the cycle again. And then every illness can mean more than just missed work, missed school. You've got $25 to $50 average copays per pediatric visits, $100 for out of network care if you don't have that, 2 to 3 hours lost between travel and waiting on appointment time, and the added costs for prescriptions, over the counter meds, and parking and transportation. Prevention really is more than health. And with this kit, we are building that super strong immune system. So those last 3 slides won't even come into play. You got to keep these babies healthy. So I'm going to bring on Miriam Karam. She is such an amazing leader in this company. I know she does the newbie corner on Coach Will's calls. She is constantly involved in training groups, education, and we are just so excited to have several of the leaders within the company on tonight. So I'm going to bring Miriam on. Miriam, if you could unmute yourself.
I am here. Can you hear me?
I can see you and hear you.
Okay. Okay, great. Well, I guess we're talking about building healthy habits before school starts. Don't wait until, school is in and then you're trying to get them to go to sleep and this, that, and the other. Build those habits way before school starts so that their immune systems will be more built up, and you'll probably have them less contracting different things from school. So children need 9 to 11 hours of sleep. A new wake-up time requires an early wind down. So you probably want, if you have to get up at 6, you definitely want them in bed by 7 at night. That means, dinner early, and just get them into that routine, maybe about 2 weeks before school starts. Support tools. We have actually an amazing sleep magnesium spray. It supports deep sleep, calms the nervous system. So if you've got super hyperactive children that just won't go to sleep, you don't even have to tell them what it is. Just say, well, come here, I've got something for you. And just, spray it a little bit in your hand and then just apply it. And, 5 minutes later, they're asleep. But it really, really works well. Our lavender essential oil, you can diffuse that, or you can put it in a roller ball similar to this. Put it in a roller ball and then put it on the bottoms of their feet, and it will help them to relax and calm down. You can also take the lavender essential oil and maybe put a couple of drops in a bottle of distilled water and spray it on their pajamas and their pillow, just to get them in that mood. As soon as it's like a psychological thing. As soon as they smell lavender, they're out. And calm essential oil is great for emotional support. If you have an anxious child or if they just get overstimulated a lot, calm essential oil is absolutely amazing for your child.
One thing that I just thought of too, when you mentioned that diffusing that lavender spray, I'll have to see if I can find it, but I had come across an article that said people that diffused essential oils while they slept had a higher brain IQ. So not only are they getting good sleep, they're also the constituents of the essential oil are helping the brain rest and get smarter. I'll see if I can find that and post that. Next up, we have Courtney Harvey. Courtney is my favorite mountain girl. She is one of the hardest working people I have seen. She is a homesteader up in New Hampshire, right, Courtney? And she has gardens, she has ducks, she has chickens, she fights grizzly bears with her bare hands. And I love this woman. If you love homesteading, she's definitely somebody that you want to be following because she shares a lot about her homestead. So, Courtney, if you want to hop on and talk about the Courtney is living the life, Miriam, absolutely. Your favorite product, fulvic acid. Let's hear what you got tonight for the kiddos.
All right. So fulvic acid is definitely my all-time favorite product because it has helped me so much. Um, I discovered it in 2021 and we were sort of just getting started here, and it just gave me like that extra oomph that I needed. So at first my kids did not take it, but now they do. They also don't like to be sick, and over time I kind of proved to them that it's okay to drink this dirt with mama because then you're not going to be sick. So, if you're giving it to your kid, it's going to help them with mild dehydration impact. It impacts the cognition, mood, and immunity. Immunity is really, really big. Like, you really want to build that immunity up because those germs are everywhere. Like, I homeschool my kids, but my stepdaughter went to public school. So, like you said, within the first like month, there was always some kind of sickness in my house. You can add it to their water bottles, and it helps with better hydration and daily detox. Now, we all need that detox because there is toxins everywhere. So, um, the best thing that you can do for your kid is to get them to drink water. Now, this is kind of hard with kids, and some adults it's hard with too. It was very hard for me to switch from soda to only water. And I didn't at first really like the taste of water. So, the thing that I did to get myself into it and would probably help with kids is fruit. I put frozen fruit in my water and it would give it like that little bit of flavor, but I was still getting all kinds of water and fresh fruit at the same time. So it was like a bonus. Do you want to go to the next slide?
I did. Can you see it yet? It's taken a
Oh, there it is.
there it
It
is.
takes, I think it's because of where I am. So, our fulvic acid drops are daily mineral support for immune strength, focus, and detox. And most kids and adults are mineral deficient. That's something a lot of people don't talk about. Magnesium is a huge one for everyone. So, our fulvic acid is going to help your body absorb any minerals and nutrients that are like supplements other than fulvic that you take. It helps your body to absorb it better. um most kid It helps with brain function, immune resilience, that's the big one again, and the hydration is huge because a lot of kids definitely get dehydrated, especially sitting in the classroom all day long. What makes it different from others is it has over 70 trace minerals in one dropper. That's huge. It acts as a prebiotic, postbiotic, and electrolyte, supports cellular hydration, nutrient absorption, and detox pathways. It's safe for all ages and can be added to water, juice, or smoothies. My kids really like smoothies, and that's how I can get them to like take it because there is a little bit of a taste to it, but not bad. Another thing is if you cannot get your child to drink it, you could always bathe them in it, and that can help too. So somehow get it into them, and it will help them with their day-to-day routine. And getting back into the swing of things, because that's kind of hard at the beginning of the school year too.
Yes, and I just envisioned myself in a tub with fulvic acid and lavender, and I think that might have to go down as soon as we're done with this call tonight. Thank you so much. If you guys, I forgot to give some love to Miriam. If you guys can give some love to Miriam and Courtney in the call, we'll go ahead and move forward with the rest of the slides here. So now we have Valerie Sue, who was on the call last week. And we talked frequency and emotional detox. And she had mentioned in a conversation today that complete protein and fulvic acid are two things that she absolutely loves from the company. I'm like, well, complete protein is not in the wellness kit, but it should be a mandatory add-on for any parent that struggles with breakfast food. And Valerie is going to bring that to us. And if you can tell, I changed the slide up just a little bit before we got on tonight. So go ahead, Valerie.
I had to show my little package or my big package. This is what got me interested in green organics. If you just read the back of this and everything that's in it, I was like, wow. And so there's a lot of things that it does, but to help your children and yourself, it has you can use it for brain fueling breakfasts. I personally put it in protein shakes, but it will help with blood sugar spikes, brain fog, hyperactivity, which is good, and crash. And then the formula, it has protein in it, complete protein shake, eggs, Greek yogurt, nut butter. It has healthy fats, avocados, nuts, seeds, chia, pudding, coconut, yogurt, and fiber and micronutrients. So berries, leafy greens, sweet potatoes, oats, minerals. It'll add, you can add fulvic acid drops for the hydration and plus mineral uptake. And then water before school to support focus and mood. So hydration is always going to be key. And it prevents mid-morning crashes, and it also improves attention span and memory. It reduces hyperactivity linked to sugar spikes and supports steady energy for both the body and the brain.
There you go. You got another screen there. It should be popping up in a second.
All right. So it's also a good smart fuel for your busy mornings and growing mind. So most kids and adults start their day with sugar, not strength. That spike crash leads to brain fog, irritability, and cravings, usually by 10 a.m. The complete protein delivers clean, plant, powered fuel without the junk. So it's a good way to get everything that you need to get into your child and yourself all in one. And then it helps to keep the blood sugar even, over throughout the day, so you don't have the crashes. And what makes it different is it's 20 grams of organic plant-based protein per serving. So that, along with Fulvic, is incredible. And it's made with real food ingredients, no gums, filters, or soy. It supports muscle recovery, brain function, and blood sugar balance. It's easy to digest and actually tastes really good. I love it. It's got kind of like a little vanilla aftertaste to it. I don't know if you guys have that same experience, but and then it's safe for kids and adults. It's great in smoothies mixed with milk, alternative milk. It's, like I said, I put it in my protein shakes. It is a protein shake, but I add it to one that I take. And then you can put it in morning smoothies for kids who don't want a big breakfast. After school snacks for energy and focus. Mm-hmm. Moms and dads love it too. It keeps you full and focused without the crash.
It is I think it tastes like vanilla cake. Like I love that complete protein. All right, Miriam, we are back to you, my friend.
Okay, so washing your hands regularly. I can't stress that enough. Definitely, as when you use the restroom, when you come before you come out of the restroom, wash your hands regularly. Schools they still encourage hand sanitizer, but most are alcohol-based and filled with synthetic fragrances. And some of the dangers of that is that it disrupts healthy skin microbiome. Antibacterial soaps just don't kill harmful bacteria. They also wipe out the good bacteria that help protect your skin. And this weakens your child's natural defense system and can lead to more frequent infections, skin irritation, and eczema flare-ups. Increased risk of antibiotic resistance. Many antibacterial soaps contain triclosan or its cousin triclocarbon, which has been shown to contribute to antibiotic-resistant bacteria, also known as superbugs. The CDC and FDA have warned that regular use of these products could make antibiotics less effective when truly needed. So when in doubt, just grab a bar of soap and some warm water for about a good 15 seconds and just have them wash, maybe have a song, maybe the ABC song while they're washing their hands. By the time the song is over, their hands are clean. There's no proven benefit over plain soap and water. According to the FDA, there's no evidence that antibacterial soaps are more effective at preventing illness than plain soap and water. In fact, proper hand washing with regular soap removes germs just as well and without the long-term risks. And there's the hormone disruption risk. Triclosan has been linked to studies to hormonal interference, especially thyroid function and estrogen testosterone balance. This is especially concerning for growing children whose endocrine systems are still developing. And we have a DIY on-the-go sanitizer spray that you can do, like you can just put 2 ounces of water, distilled water in a spray bottle, 1 ounce of witch hazel or vodka, and 10 drops of Remedy or Kids Wellness. You fill the rest with diluted water, shake and spray on the hands, backpacks, or other shared surfaces for protection for your children.
Thank you so much. All right, Tiara Moore coming up. Tiara has been a guest on the Detox Divas once before. Super excited to have her back tonight. She's an amazing entrepreneur, and she loves to talk about essential oils. So I'm like, girl, you got it. Let's go. So go ahead, Tiara. You can go ahead and unmute, and we're ready for you.
Thank you, Coach Tina, and good evening, everybody. Listen, after I talk about this Remedy and this Kids Wellness, you are going to want to buy this tonight. You're going to want to share with everybody you know, baby. I'm telling you. But listen, Coach Tina said earlier that, she's the pre-K through 3rd grade kids are always so bad with washing their hands. I am a 7th grade teacher. So my kids are like 11, 12, 13, and I have to stay on them about washing their hands. So listen, children of all ages, elementary, middle, high school, all of them are going to benefit from these oils. I'm telling you. And I also want to add on to what Miriam was saying about the calm oil. So I keep that in my classroom. I keep the calm essential oil in my room, and I keep the lavender in my room. I have some kids who deal with trauma. I have some that deal with anxiety and depression. And when I tell you that calm is a lifesaver, when they are having them episodes and they're bugging out and they're like on 1,000, I get that calm out, baby. Get that thing on them real quick. And I'm telling you, it works. It calms them right on down. So definitely get that as well. All right. So Remedy. This is the original plague fighting formula. So before these other essential oil companies came out with their little products, let me tell you, we already had the original. And let me tell you why it is so great. And we do have a children's blend and an adult blend. So we have the Remedy for kids, and then the regular Remedy is for adults. But if you are pregnant or nursing, you cannot use the Remedy. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Now, this blend has the most potent antibacterial and antiviral properties. It is a natural antibiotic, and it has been shown to be just as effective as penicillin and ampicillin without the harmful side effects. So you don't even have to, use that penicillin. I'm allergic to penicillin, by the way, so I'm glad I don't have to take it. But yes, just as effective. Let me break down a few of the ingredients. Bear with me. You're gonna love this. So one of the ingredients is clove. Okay, clove oil. This is a powerful antioxidant with the highest ORAC rating. So you're like, what is that? It's the oxygen radical absorbance capacity. So it's a test where they measure the total antioxidant capacity of foods and other substances. Now, clove is at a 10 million rating. 10 million. The highest, the absolute highest. What do antioxidants do? They protect us from free radicals. Free radicals destroy our cells. Free radicals are linked to aging. Free radicals are linked to diseases. So this is like the highest thing, the most potent thing to fight against free radicals. We got that right in this oil. It's also antiseptic. That means it's going to prevent the growth of disease-causing organisms. So it prevents them from growing at all. It's antiviral, fights viruses. It's antibiotic, fights bacteria. And it's antimicrobial. So that means it's going to fight other organisms like the fungus, the parasites, as well as the bacterial and the fungus. Just this one oil does all of that. That is just like so amazing. We also have cinnamon in here. Cinnamon is also a very highly rated ORAC oil. Okay. Great for bacterial and fungal infections as well. We have thyme, highly anti-infectious. It also supports the respiratory system. So we know when our babies get sick, they're all congested and they're coughing and they have all types of respiratory issues. But let me tell you something about thyme you probably did not know. It supports the formulation of white blood cells. And what do white blood cells do? Somebody put in the chat, what do white blood cells do? Who knows? Who knows what white blood cells do? Because it's going to support the thank you, fights infections, boost your immunity, right? Boom, time. Okay, we also have eucalyptus radiata in there. This is a great respiratory oil. It's going to help get all that mucus out, right? So we know that when our body is under attack, the mucus actually helps our body, right? It surrounds the infection, but once it surrounds the infection, we got to get it out. Like it can't just stay there. It has to come out of our body. So the eucalyptus radiata does that. Also has lavender spike in there. Great for aches and pains and headaches. Because sometimes when we get sick, we're hurting. Our body is hurting, right? That's going to help with the pain. It's also going to help with the mucus. And then it also has rosemary in there. Great for pulmonary congestion all up in your lungs. Great for respiratory conditions like the colds, the flu, the strep, bronchitis, sinusitis, asthma, all of that. So that's what we got with the Tri Remedy, y'all. So how do we use it? You use it on the bottom of your feet. You can also use it on your spine. You can diffuse it like Coach Tina was saying earlier. And you want to use it at the early onset of your symptoms. So you don't want to wait. Okay, as soon as you start feeling sick, as soon as your baby starts feeling sick, you want to go ahead and apply it. You use it for 10 days, and then you stop. All right, so let's go to our next slide. And it smells good. It smells amazing. That clove and that cinnamon.
Yeah.
It smells so good.
Oh, it smells so good.
And then we have another powerhouse oil, which is called Kids Wellness. Now, Kids Wellness is going to have some of the same ingredients as the Tri Remedy, like the eucalyptus radiata. It has the cinnamon in there, but it also has some other things like tea tree oil. Let me tell you why tea tree is so great, y'all. We all know that tea tree kills bacteria, right? But tea tree is a selective killer of bacteria. So it's going to kill the destructive bacteria, but the healthy bacteria is going to leave it alone. It's going to let the healthy bacteria live and thrive and do its thing, but it's going to kill the destructive bacteria. That is so awesome. I mean, nature, God's design. I mean, it's just amazing. We also have a lemon in there, great for respiratory health, boosting the immune system, improves your focus, reduces stress. Because sometimes being sick can be stressful, like high anxiety, you just in the dumps. Also helps improve your mood. We also have a couple more I'm going to talk about. Palmarosa fights infection, fights inflammation, has a positive effect on the nervous system. So that also uplifts the mood, especially for people who have like anxiety and depression. It's going to help lift that mood. It helps you sleep better. And when you're asleep, your body can repair, right? So sleep is very important when you're sick because your body can just rest and it can repair and it can do its thing and correct itself. Also boost the immune system. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is Ravensara. Also boosts immunity, clears up the congestion, helps you breathe. Because there's nothing like, being sick and you can't breathe. That's like just so annoying. I hate that. So that's going to clear up the breathing, ease the cough, fights the viruses, the bacteria, reduces inflammation. Man, powerhouse oil. So between the Tri Remedy and the kids' wellness, baby, your children are going to be straight. I mean, that cold, that flu is not going to stand a chance. Okay. As I said, helps reduce the duration and severity of illness, calms inflammation, supports respiratory health. So how do we use it? So this comes in a roller ball. You just roll it into your child's, the soles of their feet in the morning, and then again before they go to bed. And if they have like a cold or a flu, you can reapply it 4 to 6 times a day. But you can also diffuse it as well at night while they're sleeping to give that extra boost. So go ahead and get your kids' wellness. Go ahead and get your Tri Remedy for yourself and your kids. And guess what? Those colds, those flu, that congestion is not going to stand a chance. Back to you, Coach Tina.
I'm going to go buy 2 kits myself, and I already have all the ingredients. So I already have all the products. So, but that was amazing. Thank you so much. One of the nice things about those aroma sticks, when it comes pre-mixed like that, pre-diluted, so it's safe for children, is kids love to put that on. And so if you're having that morning snuggle time with the kids, waking them up, just hand them their stick and, like, let's get this on your feet. And they can do that themselves. They can run that. They say to run it from the big toe to the heel along the spinal reflex point on the arch. And, my grandkids, they come over, we make aroma sticks all the time and they love to put them on. I made a Superman one for Holden, which is a focused concentration blend for school. And I can't remember which one we made for Marin, probably something that dilutes drama because she's a 5-year-old going on 16, but she's just adorable sass. Anyway, but kids do love to put that on themselves. So now we have Miss Jessica with one of our other powerhouse immune support products that we get to carry here. Jessica, you there?
Yes, I am, Coach. Can you hear me?
I sure can, ma'am. Go right ahead. Let's talk about your favorite product, black seed oil.
Okay. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but I have it on hand. I have it everywhere in the house. Well, not literally everywhere, but where I'm at, I take it. Black seed oil is an ancient immune support backed by modern science. Back to school means more exposure to viruses, allergens, and environmental stress. Black seed oil supports immune, respiratory, and inflammatory responses, all in one simply daily dose. Black seed is antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, immune boosting. So it's really good to help both adults and kids keep their immune system powerful. What's inside is rich in thymoquinone, a powerhouse compound shown to reduce inflammation, fight pathogens, and support lung health. And each bottle of our black seed oil has 3,000 milligrams of thymoquinone. It's very high quality black seed oil. It helps balance histamine response, great for kids with seasonal allergies, supports gut health, immunity and recovery, naturally antimicrobial, antifungal, and antiviral. Basically anything it does it. How we use it, you want to start low, a quarter teaspoon for kids and a half to 1 teaspoon for adults. So for the children that are 6 and up, you want to start with half to 2 drops once daily for 2 to 7 days. And then you increase to 1 to 3 drops twice daily for 2 to 7 days. And then you're going to gradually build up to 1 to 3 drops twice daily. And that's drops, not a dropper. That's actual drops from the dropper itself. For children 12 and up, you start with 1 to 5 drops once daily for 2 to 7 days. Increase 2 to 5 drops twice daily for 2 to 7 days, and then gradually build up to 5 to 10 drops twice daily. And then adults, you want to start with up to 10 drops once daily for 2 to 7 days, increase to 5 to 10 drops twice daily for 2 to 7 days, and gradually build up to 10 to 20 drops twice daily. So basically what you're doing is you want to titrate up and find your happy spot. Your body will let you know what your happy spot is. Mm-hmm. So it's very important not only for the kids to take it, because they're being exposed to all the other kids and other, like, the teachers and stuff. So there's a bunch of stuff, but only you as a parent should take it, because just because your kid comes home and they may not show any symptoms of being sick, they can still carry stuff home with them. And obviously you as a parent can't afford to be sick, because you got to be there for the children and probably go to work and all that. So I highly recommend black seed oil. There's 101 benefits to it.
Awesome. Thank you. So those are all of the essential oils that we have that are going to help kids too. This is in our sister company, Go to Sauna. Everybody give, I saw the love for Tara going through. We give Jessica some love for her coverage of the black seed oil. I'd appreciate that too. But we did a call last year, and I see Veronica on here who did the call with us. But ear relief should be something you have on hand just in case. Protector is an amazing diffuser for the air. You can see that on the right there. That's going to help neutralize the bacteria and germs that are going on in the air and on surfaces. We've got our cleanser, our surface cleaner, that's Protector. There's a lice one in there. Now, I know Tara is a teacher, and I know that lice goes through school quite frequently. At least one classroom every fall is going to end up with that, at least, if it does not spread within the school. So lice is another one to have on hand. Eczema relief for kids. We've got lavender chamomile, lavender oregano if you need a little bit. Right, Jessica? That word makes me itch too. Lavender oregano, excellent for a little bit heavier work within the body for the immune system. Lemon, tea tree. I mean, there's a whole bunch, and just the products we're talking about tonight, minus the complete, come in a kit for $69. So you will be able to, I meant to have that picture up there. So that whole kit comes with the fulvic acid. It comes with the black seed oil. It comes with the tea tree and the kids wellness. This is a kids wellness back to school kit. And it's a great one to have on hand, both to help keep them healthy and hopefully prevent some of those illnesses from entering your home. But also there's some extra support in there for if they do get sick. And so it's great to have that on hand. big shout out to my ladies tonight for helping out with the call tonight. I always love to have them on here because they're just as passionate about these products as I am. And why not let some other people share that passion? So we have a liver cleanse coming up and I'm so excited. I want to know in the chat, how many of you have done a liver cleanse with me in the past? And what was your experience? I want to hear about that. But one of the things too with this is your immune system, your liver health, that stagnation in your liver stops everything from flowing properly within your body. And so when your liver is functioning correctly, you're going to have that reduced stress. You're going to have that better immune system. And you are going to feel absolutely amazing. We're going to, the Soul 3-day or the 3-day liver cleanse kit has the Vitality, which is my favorite tea. I've been out for about 3 weeks now, waiting on my auto ship ran on the 1st. So I'm anxious to get that back in. I think it's out in my mailbox right now. It's going to have the fulvic acid. It's going to have the HEPA detox, the lemon essential oil, the peppermint essential oil going in a, it's all in one kit. Everything is there. And with that kit, you're going to get the free colon cleanse. Did I have that screen up here? So colon cleanse is, or colon support is the free product of the month. So if you get, let's say hypothetically, you get the liver cleanse kit, you do the liver cleanse kit with us, but while you're checking out, you also add that back to school wellness kit. Someone that has that you've been speaking with about these products, whoever shared this video with you, will probably have a $25 off coupon. So that's going to take that $69.95 kit down $25. You're going to get all the liver cleanse kit ingredients that I just talked about. You're going to get the wellness kit that we spoke about tonight, plus you're going to get a free colon support. And if you set your account up correctly and you process that through an auto ship, you'll get $10, $25 gift cards that you can share with friends, which is really cool. August is in our sister company. We've got Copaiba, Align, Self-Sabotage, Black Seed, and Glorious. That's one of my favorite kits. I buy that about every 2 months because I will not be without that Glorious face serum. But this month is the oil of the month. So we have a very unique program with the Go to Sauna line. And it is like those subscription boxes, the pet boxes, or, whatever boxes that you get on a monthly subscription that have all those surprise things in it. This is just like that. So it's a box that you're going to get. This month, you can get the So Fresh, So Clean, which will have the deodorant. It's my favorite deodorant. I get compliments on that deodorant when I go out in public. If I don't they'll smell that deodorant, and it's got such a beautiful smell. I'm like, you want to smell my pits? And they normally don't. I haven't come across anybody that actually does want to smell my pits, but they do like my deodorant. It's going to have the orange body bar. It's going to have the Copaiba, the Stop Self-Sabotage, the So Fresh, So Clean toothpaste. My oral health is absolutely perfect. And then it's going to have that protector I just spoke about. So with that monthly subscription, that oil of the month is an oil that takes you on a journey to help you have a better mindset. And this oil, Stop Self-Sabotage, is going to be so powerful for kids. I even put together a kid's intention for them to say when they use this oil to help strengthen their mental health and their self-confidence. The product information page does have one that's geared towards adults, but I thought the kids needed their very own this month since they will be going back to school. So those 2 kits are amazing. There's the colon support. Coming up next, if sharing products helping others feel better with their health or with their wealth, then you're going to want to hop on this next call here in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes with Coach Marcus, one team, one dream, Coach Marcus just passed the $1 million mark for total income commissions with Green Organics this week. So give him some love in the chat. Make sure you hop on his call next and give him some love as well for his accomplishments. He's such a servant leader, and we just all love him. Again, that liver cleanse will start August 23rd. So make sure you've got your information for that. Or your products for that. We will not do a parasite cleanse. You cannot do a parasite cleanse unless you do a liver cleanse, which I will be covering over the next couple of weeks. We'll be going into different detoxes, Detox Divas detox calls over the next several weeks to get us prepared for the parasite cleanse, the fall kickoff, the gentle liver reset at the end of the month. But next week, we're going to share with you some liver cleanse secrets and what most detoxes miss. But of course, we don't miss those around here. So anyway, thank you all for coming tonight. Thank you for being a part of the Detox Diva community. If you're catching this on replay, please get back to whoever shared this with you. And don't forget to like, comment, and share it with someone else that may need to hear this. So with that, I am going to end the meeting. Have a great week, and we will see you all next week. And I'll see you on Coach Marcus's call here in just a second. Bye-bye, everyone.